This looks like a Dr. Plants video, but by the Mr. Beast kind of guy. The Ryan guy.
This is
the
an
Penny guy.
atom.
I shouldn't say Mr. Beast. He's got his own lane.
So cute, it's a little atom.
Just kidding, it's the entirety of the known universe. Anyways, I find scale to be so interesting, and I have this dream of building a really tiny ecosystem that is basically self-sufficient and interacts with itself with living organisms all in the next 30 days. Seems crazy. Seems fun.
I actually kind of want to do
Disneyland
this.
For ecosystems. Let's
Dr. Plants made this look fun and a lot more easier than I thought it'd be.
go to Gecko World. There's definitely not a Gecko World. There is a Gecko World. Attached to a gas station. So I went in and saw geckos, cute, axolotl from Minecraft, frogs, and Sean. Sean is taking me through this process step by step. Don't do this unless you have a Sean sold me a tank and everything I needed to get started, so I brought it home. Well, my friends, this is the ecosystem. The ecosystem. That was better. The first step of building our ecosystem, building the back wall.
Oh, that's toxic.
I sprayed the back of the ecosystem with this foam. Essentially, this is gonna let us place cork, aka like wood, along the back of the ecosystem. All right, that's our base layer of foam. Next, I started inserting this cork wood. I had the idea of adding this little nook, just in case we get any cute animals that want a hiding spot. Then I filled in the gaps with the foam. Okay, the cork has been set. Time to dry. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll see you soon. Me, an organism.
I wonder if he's gonna put a waterfall.
I'm back. So Sean at Gecko World told me to get moss and to tuck in the moss in between the foam. I inserted the moss with ease. We're adding a nice bit of color to the ecosystem.
Now the moss looks like
actually a living organism.
the
It doesn't
most
need
fun
much
part.
water or anything, but it is alive.
That is so cool. I feel like doing a title screen.
I think the moss is like the most like satisfying bit to put in because you get to choose where the fuzzy goes, where the green goes. Like
Now we're gonna add
I feel like it adds kind of the most life. Really makes the rocks pop out and everything.
the substrate. I didn't know what substrate meant, so I had to look it up. It's basically the ground. I have the ingredients.
Plus, it looks so fuzzy and
Yeah.
soft. I want to
You know how that
poke
goes.
it.
So the substrate's going to be at the base of the ecosystem. It's going to capture all of the moisture and help provide nutrients and hydration. Then I inserted a log in the back of the tank and combed the dirt for good luck. Now it's time to put our first insect into the ecosystem. Isopods.
Oh, why can't I see their organs? I can see right through them.
These isopods are actually extremely small, but these are our first animals going in the ecosystem. This is so fun. I feel like I'm in science class.
Right.
I don't know why I keep holding this shot. I don't have. So I added our
a
baby
good shot.
isopods, and then I added springtails, which actually clean the isopods. That's cute. I added some moss for our organisms to eat. Watered it a little bit. Day one complete. Pretty crazy day one. I'm super excited. I'm gonna leave for a few days. I'm gonna leave for like 5 days or so. I'm probably gonna come tomorrow just to vacuum this dirt and stuff. But yeah, I'm so excited to see how it changes. I'll see you guys then.
So it should like settle and.
So I came in the next day and vacuumed briefly, but after that I didn't check on the ecosystem at all. The moss moved a little bit. There's probably some serious
didn't
stuff
check it at
going
all.
on in that dirt.
Right.
Isopods are probably claiming some territory in there.
I'd probably do the same. I'd forget.
Oh no. I don't know. It's kind of dramatic. It's day 5 of my tiny ecosystem, and I think there's some sketchy stuff happening. Reason being, nothing's happened. And that's weird, because there's a lot of living organisms in this terrarium right now. Natural materials. There's heartbeats. Do isopods have hearts? Dude, they have hearts. So you're telling me we've got hundreds of heartbeats in this ecosystem, and not one piece of moss has moved? A little congested. You guys are embarrassing me.
I feel that.
You know I'm filming a YouTube video, right? You know, I was expecting on day 5 for the isopod invasion, but no.
Maybe they
this
just didn't know.
is the isopod inspection.
They just didn't know it was for a video. Now they'll get going.
That's a cool song. That's a good song. Kind of mysterious. I've already moistened up the terrarium with this, but I don't think this is going to be enough. So my sort of game plan is to add a mister, turn up the moss into the dirt, and add like a carrot. And apparently, we should see the biggest population growth
That might be what
since
he's
the
missing.
1940s, post World War II, a baby boom or something.
Because usually Dr. Plants has like a humidifier going on too. I forgot about that. Maybe that's what it is. His ecosystem just isn't having enough change or the right conditions.
I don't know. That's what Sean said. He started talking about the war. I'm excited to see some action.
All right.
In order to set up the mister, I kind of have to deconstruct the tank a little bit. Had to take out some foam, some moss, so I could add the tube.
So we have 3 sources of food right now. It's moss, carrot, and algae. Apparently they like all of it. And I'm just gonna leave this piece for the time
Carrot's
lapse. Just in case they want that one, I don't know.
All right, guys, y'all be good. Enjoy the food. Hope you packed umbrellas.
Man, he set that up pretty easily. Okay, now we got something going.
After watching this back, I actually realized how active and hungry the isopods are. I just couldn't notice because I put so much moss in that first day. But look how much they destroyed this carrot. And I actually put another carrot in because they ate the first one so fast. So cool.
Well, look at it. Look! It's growing,
It's
no?
really something. Oh yeah, that smells like death. Today is a big day in the history of this ecosystem because by the looks of it, there's been an isopod invasion. Gonna break something.
my
I know it doesn't look
goodness.
like pretty much anything's happening in here, but Sean told me that these things multiply, and these things multiply like crazy. So what that means for us, and what that means for the ecosystem, new apex predator. That's some scary
It's time
music.
to level the playing
Next up,
field.
I'm adding some tropical plants.
Oh.
Why? To make it look cuter in there.
Okay.
Inserting these plants is a little bit scary, mostly because they are already kind of dying, and if they just continue to die, I'm going to be sad. However, if I single-handedly revive them, it's probably going to get to my ego. Either way, this probably isn't good for me. Next, I'm adding this massive log for the apex predator to enjoy. The only problem is that it doesn't really fit any way you slice it. I was thinking about potentially... It just doesn't fit.
It's quite big. You gotta cut that.
The log seems to fit now.
That's one way to do it.
Wow. So now there's a lot of living organisms in our ecosystem. We have isopods, we've got some live plants, we've got this wood, it's dead. But there is something coming. And for that, I need to add one of the most brilliant inventions of all time, daylight. Let there be
Daylight.
light. Whoa, guys, whoa! Sorry.
Now this is
I'm
another
just holding
dramatic
the apex
change.
predators of this ecosystem in
Dog.
my hand right now. Sorry. These friends in this jar right now are going to absolutely obliterate the isopod invasion. They are fierce. They are intimidating. They are Kevin, Joe, and Nick. I'm really enjoying seeing Kevin,
Joe.
Nick, and Joe and their new home. Nick already ate an isopod. Look at this. I can't believe I captured this on camera. Just in case the dart frogs get bored of eating the isopods, I also added some flightless flies into the ecosystem. What even is a flightless fly? Does that just equal out to nothing? Anyways, I'm
Wait, they're
kind
in
of
the
in
plant.
love with this ecosystem. It's so tiny, yet so elaborate. It's alive, it's growing. There's a full story being told in this terrarium, and I'm barely even a part of it. It's beautiful. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Oh my gosh, this B-roll is insane.
Wait,
This is my
growing.
first time watching this time lapse. Look at the plant absolutely be revived by the
It is
UV
growing.
light. We captured Joe eating
He did
another
it.
fly, which is so cool. They chilled in the hidey hole. Nick really enjoys gymnastics apparently. It feels like
Ego
days are just
explosion
flying
inbound.
by. Kevin did some skydiving. He
Oh.
also did some rock climbing. And honestly, it's just kind of crazy how much happens while I'm gone. But
They were going for the
what's
escape.
behind me? Oh, the tank? I've got some new accessories. It is currently day
What's that?
25. You see Nick there? So cute. So there's not very many species that can coexist with the dart frogs, and Sean at Gecko World did inform me that there would be one specific species that would be perfect for my situation. Well, I'll show you, but let me put up these vines first. I put up these mossy vines, which actually added a wild jungle effect to the ecosystem. It's super
yes,
pretty, and they're very climbable. Okay, allow me to introduce you to Bobby and Ray. Bobby and Ray are making
Oh,
themselves...
besides like the animals, my favorite part is the greenery. I don't know why. Like him just adding that little vine made it even better for me. Like that mossy vine just looks so nice.
At home. It looks like Nick has actually spotted
Bro, I
Bobby.
gotta do
You're
one of
definitely
these.
friendly with each
I
other.
gotta
Oh,
do one of
Bobby!
these.
Look at his little
I feel like it'd be
eyes.
fun.
Oh, so cute. I let them get accustomed to their new home before I gave them a
Like
little...
this guy sounds like he's having so much fun just looking at this ecosystem he built. Like he's running his own little world, his own little game kind of. Like I mean, it looks kind of fun.
As a housewarming present to Bobby and Ray, I'm actually adding a new phase
I can
of
get
the
my own
water
joke.
cycle. I didn't know what this was either. Believe it or not, this is a fogger. I'm gonna add it now. In order for the fogger to work, it has to be submerged in a pool of liquid. So I dug out a little hole, I put in the fogger, and look at this. This place actually looks like the Rainforest Cafe. I added
Ooh.
some more flightless flies into the ecosystem and
Okay.
found Kevin hiding in the Giga Hut. All right, well, I'm gonna let these guys
Giga
have
Hut?
their dinner, and I'm gonna peace out. After I saw Bobby enjoying an all-you-can-eat buffet, I decided to stick around for a bit and just watch. And on the topic of dinner, Gordon Ramsay is not my dad. I get it, I look more like Gordon Ramsay than my actual dad. And I've actually emailed Gordon Ramsay's agent to see if he could come on my channel and admit
Was
that
that
he's not
actually his dad? I mean, in these pictures. Yeah, okay.
my
I see it.
actual dad. And I've actually emailed Gordon Ramsay's agent to see if he could come on my channel and admit that he's not my father. Long story short, his agent said he's not going to collab with a smaller channel. So let's pass Gordon Ramsay in subscribers and help me prove that he's not my dad. Thanks. Meanwhile, Bobby is still going.
Well, he's actually
So,
kind of close.
Over the course of the next few days, I'm
11
just
to
going to be
9?
putting out some...
Well, I don't know. Like that's a whole 10. I don't know. That's pretty far actually.
sweet papaya for the geckos. Not to be dramatic,
Shit.
but I would die for Bobby. Everyone seems to have a favorite food in this ecosystem. Oh, watch this. Watch Bobby drink the water that comes off the log. Oh my goodness. Over the course of the next few days, I kind of just let the ecosystem be, other than feed the geckos a little bit more papaya. It's yummy. I'd be lying if I said I didn't try
Papaya.
it myself. Footage like this
Ooh,
just
papaya.
blows my mind. And don't get me started on the fact that Bobby and Ray are playing tag. This ecosystem has really come to life over the last few days. It feels like these animals always have something they're doing or not doing. Relaxing is an activity. And here we captured Bobby shedding his skin, which is kind of gnarly. He literally
Wait, he took it
just
off with his
ate
mouth.
his old
Wait,
self.
he ate it.
Talk about new year, new me.
Brother moving
I
like
walked
XQC.
into the ecosystem on day 30,
Eating
and at
his
this
own
point, I'm
toes.
just marveling at how beautiful this thing is. I honestly think this is one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do. I've watched with my own eyes a multi-leveled ecosystem come into life. I don't know what it is about Bobby. I love him. Everything he does is so cool and cute, and he's just existing in this tiny little ecosystem with no idea about how big and massive this planet is, but that doesn't matter. I just wish he knew how important he is.
What an outro. What an outro transition. Yeah, that was cool though. Man, that was really cool. I like those. I like those ecosystem videos. Those are really cool. I actually want to watch some more Dr. Plants, but I think I've seen every single Dr. Plants video in existence. Oh, they're so good though. I like these a lot. Yeah, I've seen them all. I've not only seen them all, I've seen them all like fucking 10 times, man. So fun to watch.